Welcome to War 10 of Season 25. We're coming down to the nitty-gritty into this. I don't have Rolk, so I don't really know what I'm doing in this war. It's like, you're not having me bring Rolk? Alright. I'll show you why later on. This first fight, I can do with Rolk. I've done it before. I've kind of figured out the logic behind it. When you do it, when you're doing it with Rolk or any champion that's not, like cold snap immune, you go for 4 hits and then back off, so you never get to the armor break phase. As for this fight, though, it was literally just a, I could just smash through it, or I could do that thought on the strategy, which was, back off after 4 hits and, try to finesse it a little bit, I guess you could say. But as soon as I got to binary, it's like, there's no reason for that, and this one's over. Like, I knew that fight was going to be super easy, so I didn't even really think about it, and my boosts were kind of reflective of that, because there's, like, I didn't even know if I'd get to a special 2, or it'd be over. Like, that fight's really easy. Going into this fight, I thought about it, and I was like, I don't really know how this is going to go, because I've done this fight with Rolk before, and it's not that bad. You just, have to do a lot of reparries and turtling and, finessing it a lot. But with Captain Marvel movie, I was just like, I'm going to go ahead and throw on a special 2 one, because, once the invulnerability, or not invulnerability, but the indestructible from her sig wears off, it can get really nasty if you don't have enough damage in. And I got lucky on that one, like, no lie. Like, I critted on a lot of that special 2, so like I was shocked by that, and I wasn't really sure what to do at that point. I've never had a Captain Marvel movie on this node go that smoothly. Like, if I had that kind of RNG against some Havocs, I could totally smoke them. But I've never had it go that smooth, so like that was very odd for me. So you could see kind of my pauses on that. That's the reason you like, hey, you were going just fine. Like, you could just smash right through that. And it's like, I've had fights go a lot worse than that. So it's one of those where it's like, I'm confused. Going into this second section, I'm using AA on this Elsa. I've never, I read her abilities, and I don't really quite understand her shrug, because, like, it's a shrug to be able to get rid of debuffs. And at the start of the fight, she never shrugs. But after that first parry, she can shrug somewhat randomly, it seems. And like, I tried to test it into duels and stuff, and I could never quite figure out exactly how she works. So I was just like, I'm just going to YOLO this one. And if she ever shrugs it and, smashes me and gets me low on health, I'm just going to be like, whatever. As long as she's got, neurotoxins up, then I know she's not going to be able to shrug. And, like, I actually spent, like, probably 20 minutes prepping for that fight, figuring out exactly how things could go wrong and right. And then it just went super simple like that. And I'm like, what? Yeah, that one was a, I did too much prep work for what was ended up being a super easy fight. Going into this fight, it's another one where I was just not even worried whatsoever. Really, all 4 of these fights that I had this war, and this is my last fight, is just all super simple. Just like, okay, there's nothing there, there's nothing there. It's just like, basically, it's almost like duels. And you can see this reflected in my gameplay. I'm just like, YOLO. I'm just, like, fighting right into it, and like, I don't really care. I'm like, here I'm trying to bait out, and then it's like, oops, I parried. Oh, well, I don't really care. And then he throws it, and everything just goes so simply this war. And like, you can see some of my wars where I'm just like, yeah, that didn't quite work out to plan, or I messed up this, or I messed up that. Like, this was just like one of my cleanest wars I've had in a long time, and everything just, went exactly, in the perfect realm of everything. So, yeah, sorry for y'all that like to see more interesting wars. Like, this is just how it worked out, because this is what worked out best for the battle group. And I'm always, whatever I get told to do by SIR, I'm like, you're good. I took this photo because there was nothing on Node 49 Mini, and I was like, I'm sad. I need more fights, and this is boring, but it's a whatever. This next war, there was I can't. Oh yeah, this next war, there's a Modoc or something on this mini, and as you can see from the victory screen, we won. But there's a Modoc on the mini, and I was like, I could take that. And then basically I got a bunch of odd fights, and it's like, well, I guess I'm just kind of, it's kind of like whenever you're filling in that hole overall for a battle group, that you're just like, you've got the roster to do this, this, and this, and that's the position you're filling. So anyway, it was a bit of a weird war for me, that one, and this one to a lesser extent, because I'm not really in my zone using Rolk, but it is what it is. I'm still deathless. I've got 2 more wars to go. Hopefully I can get through this next war and then the following war, and hey, maybe I can have my first deathless season, and that would be a heck of an accomplishment for me, because I've never had one. I think my lowest death total for a season was, I'm going off my memory right now. I'll be able to look at this after the season, but I think it was like 3 or something. But is what it is. TDR 50.86, so that's pretty darn high for me. Power rating 54.19 overall. My PR rank in BG2 is 4, but I'm with a ton of absolute beasts in my battle group. I've got contest champion Brian Grant in my BG, and I think I'm above him currently. That was a bit of a surprise. And then there's others like FaZe and SIR, and like I'm gonna do a review on my battle group so you can just see how stacked my battle group is based on like my perception of the battle group. And then overall in for Loki, I'm at 13, and so I like my normal finishing is normally somewhere between like 50, not 15 even, more like 18 to 23, that kind of range, like in the bottom, third-ish area of the alliance, but not like all the way into the bottom third where you're like, 20 to 30, but yeah, so we'll see what happens. 2 more wars to go. Wish me luck. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Y'all have a good one.